For this video, I will be talking about Donkey Kong Country, the first collaboration between Nintendo and Rare, and a reboot of the Donkey Kong arcade series. The game stars Donkey Kong and his sidekick Diddy Kong, who makes his debut in the game. The game made a big splash in 1994 with its then revolutionary pre-rendered computer-generated graphics, which I think still look great today. The premise of Donkey Kong Country is that Donkey Kong has a hoard of bananas, and prior to the beginning of the game, Donkey had his sidekick Diddy Kong guard the hoard at night. One night, the game's antagonists, the Kremlings, trapped Diddy in a barrel and stole the banana hoard. Donkey finds out that his hoard has been stolen and frees Diddy from the barrel. The duo then set out to find and reclaim the hoard. They are helped along the way by Donkey's grandfather, Cranky Kong, who is the elderly version of the Donkey Kong from the arcade games, and who gives Donkey and Diddy advice. Also helping Donkey and Diddy are Funky Kong, who allows the heroes to fly between worlds, and Donkey's girlfriend Candy Kong, who runs save points. I will now talk about the gameplay. The play control is smooth and accessible. The tag team system is a great feature. Basically how it works is that if the player has both Kongs simultaneously, the player controls one of the Kongs while the other follows, and the player can switch between the two Kongs. If the player is hit while having both Kongs, the lead Kong runs away and the other Kong takes his place. If the player is hit while having only one Kong, the player loses a life. The tag team feature is great because switching between the Kongs allows the player to overcome a series of obstacles more easily than with just one Kong. The versatility of having two Kongs increases the rewarding aspect of avoiding damage. The two Kongs differ greatly, thus adding depth to the tag team and to the game as a result. Donkey's hand slap is a great move for finding items hidden in the ground and a convenient attack. Another convenience of Donkey is that he can use jumping to defeat certain strong enemies that Diddy cannot defeat with jumping. While Donkey is better for attacking, Diddy has higher movement speed and higher jumping, both of which are great conveniences. The two Kongs' barrel holding positions are great in their own ways. Donkey holding his barrels above his head is great for protection from above, and Diddy holding his barrels in front is great frontal protection. Speaking of barrels, hitting enemies with barrels is very satisfying. Freeing Donkey or Diddy from a DK barrel is reassuring and satisfying, and getting fired out of barrel cannons is exciting. The animal friends the Kongs can ride are fun to ride and add depth to the gameplay. I especially like Rami the Rhino and Enguarde the Swordfish. If an animal friend is hurt, it runs away on its own, but the Kongs can mount the animal again, reducing the potential frustration of losing an animal friend. The gameplay is made even better by its art style and graphics. The pre-rendered environments are detailed and beautiful, and are designed in ways that create the illusion of three-dimensional environments, adding to the sense of immersion. The sprites are well drawn and well animated, create the illusion of 3D characters, and go well with the environments, further adding to the sense of immersion. In addition, the art style of the sprites goes well with the comical adventure. I will now talk about the stages. The stages are well designed, are greatly varied in terms of design, are challenging, and have excellent music. Most of the stages have bonus rooms. The bonus rooms are a great way to obtain lives and other items, and have an excellent song. The first stage is a great introduction to a number of the game's mechanics, and its song, the Jungle Song, does a great job at setting up the game's adventurous atmosphere, and is an excellent song in general. My other favorite songs include the Ocean Song, the Mine Walkway Song, the Ice Cave Song, and the Factory Song. I will now talk about the boss battles. The bosses are fun to fight because of their sizes, their sprites, the background consisting of piles of bananas, and the excellent boss theme. The boss theme goes well with the intimidating sizes of the bosses and adds excitement and intensity to the battles. The battles end in satisfying ways with the player's lead Kong making a winning pose, a giant banana dropping down, and a satisfying and victorious song playing during the win sequence. My favorite bosses include Queen Bee and a giant living oil drum named Dum Drum. I will now talk about the final battle, which is my favorite battle in the game, and which is against the Kremling's leader, the iconic anthropomorphic crocodile King K. Rool. The battle is my favorite battle because of the setting, King K. Rool's pirate ship Gangplank Galleon, King K. Rool's design, the variety of King K. Rool's attacks, and the song, which is my favorite song in the game. I love how the song starts off as a jovial sea shanty, turns worrisome, then turns into an intense fighting song. The song is excellent in general and goes well with the fight on a pirate ship. In addition, the change in tone goes well with how the battle becomes more intense and more difficult as the player progresses. The fake credits scene 2/3 of the way through the battle is funny, and the battle ends in a satisfying way with King K. Rool genuinely collapsing and the victory sequence immediately following. I will now talk about the ending. Cranky's message to Donkey is heartwarming, especially if the player has found all of the bonus rooms. Donkey checking his banana hoard to find the hoard back in its rightful place is satisfying thanks to Donkey's victory pose and the victory song. The final sequence, which consists of the cast of characters and the real credits, is great. The song that plays is great on its own and goes well with the end of a long journey. The cast of characters is a great retrospective of the journey, and the scene of Donkey and Diddy between the cast and the credits is funny. Overall, Donkey Kong Country remains a strong Donkey Kong game and a strong platformer thanks to its great graphics, smooth play control, challenging and greatly varied stages, engaging gameplay, and excellent soundtrack. That concludes my review of Donkey Kong Country. Take care.